What's happening, everybody? It's Anthony from the Daily Truth, the 5-7 so minutes. Like this video, share this video, do all the things with this video. Before I get into today, which is a more godly, spiritual, biblical message, we're going to reference Mark 8 and actually realize that the idea of seeing again and being blind and then seeing with the help of God and faith and just so happens was also a church message from last week and then came up in my feed, 2 different Bible verses, similar concept, which that is what we're going to get into today. Go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching from. Want to see y'all, want to see what's happening. What was your thing? Oh, so speaking classes, if you want to come to a free workshop, it will not be on the 29th. Do not sign up for the 29th of January. After that, though, pretty much every Wednesday, we've got doubledownspeaking.com. Go ahead and register right there for me. If you're watching this on OBBM, it's already probably past the 29th because it's a 1-week gap, just to give full transparency on how we do this. If you're watching live, though, this is live. Like, for example, Rhonda, I see you. I see in the comments, live comment. It is a live show. Next week, it may not be because I'll be snowboarding. I might actually just put out some videos and then have them come out at 8 a.m. so you can see them, and I'll watch with you. How about that? Rose, I see you as well. All right. Lastly, go ahead and go to my Instagram page at Anthony Michael Russo if you want to know more about the peptides, which I actually just finished my fit middle of the day. I usually take it in the morning, but got to go to the gym this afternoon and then get ready for my trip. So let's get into today's message. Today's message is regarding Mark chapter 8. I saw a post of this guy going, I'm about to take you to church. I'm gonna spit some of the message on you right here. And it's when I say spit, there's a message behind it. So this is all about Mark chapter 8, and if I go skipping to verse 22, Jesus heals a blind man at Bethsaida. They came to Bethsaida, and some people brought a blind man and begged Jesus to touch him. He took the blind man by the hand, led him outside the village. When he had spit on the man's eyes and put his hands on him, Jesus asked, "Do you see anything?" He looked up and said, "I see people. They look like trees walking around." Once more, Jesus put his hands on the man's eyes, and they were clearly opened. His sight was restored. He saw everything clearly. Jesus sent him home saying, "Don't even go into the village." This has a lot of different ideas behind it, but the key behind it is when you listen in, when he says he took a blind man by the hand and led him outside the village. That means this man is walking blind. In order to be healed by God, he could not do it in this place, in the actual village, in Bethsaida. He could not do it there. He could not heal him there because there was too much negativity. There was too much people thinking that Christ wasn't the Son of God. There was a lot of negative concepts and a lot of people that did not have faith that Jesus was the Messiah. So he took the blind man outside of the village, to which he had to be led by the hand of Jesus. By being led by the hand of Jesus, it's not by sight. It is by faith that he was following Jesus, the Son of God, in order to actually be healed. So as you're going through things in life, realize that you're going to have blind faith that things will work out. And even better yet, the fact that he told him to not even go back into the village, it was his way of saying, you have been healed by me. You have been ridded by all these toxins and negativity and the inability to see and the evil that goes with that, where it came from, whatever it is. But if you go back into that city, it's almost his way of saying, I can't promise that you're going to not need to be healed again. So in your own life, I encourage you to start thinking from a perspective of have faith in God, and then at the same time realize that if you keep going back to the same crowd where the crappy things in your life have happened, you're going to keep getting the same results. Don't allow that to happen. You have to have faith for God to fix whatever is going on in your life. And I love this because literally the verse from this last week's church service was John 9:6-7. When he said this, he spat on the ground, made clay of his spittle, and applied the clay to the blind man's eyes. He says, go wash in the pool of Siloam. When you go wash there, which is, I guess, the pool of scent. I don't know. That's the translation. So he went away, washed, came back seeing. So he had to leave the area. You have to walk blindly. That this messaging is the same. You can't stay in the same place and expect a new result. You have to start moving around. So obviously this verse being put on me twice, then a 5-day span is clear and obvious to me that there's something to it. And I had to say it. So I had to come out and say that this is my message for the week. My message to end the week. My message for you is to not walk by sight, but by faith. Do not walk by sight, but walk by faith. So the truth is that when you are looking for something to change in your life and you need healing or you need help or you need to call on God for what you finally have brought yourself to a place of needing something, which God's still going to be there for you even when you're only there in a place of convenience. But I would suggest living daily with this faith in God that he has got you, that God is watching after you, and that Jesus died for your sins so that you could be healed of sin. So it doesn't always work out the way you expect it to, but it's the way that God intends for it to. And just continue, maintain the faith, plain and simple. I hope this message might have reached out to the right person today, because it definitely reached out to me when I heard it. So God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Do not surrender your pets. Don't be a garbage human being. God bless, and take it easy.